Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another first-time reaction video. So, all of you have been screaming this one at me for a while now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. I've had to react to this on a different website because apparently it's got quite questionable content in it. Now, I actually have a story around this video, which I will tell at the end of this video. But yeah, this is me. Now, I'm pretty sure from what I've heard, this is going to have to be blurred like crazy. So if you want to see the unblurred reaction, it will be uploaded to Patreon. Okay, $1 gives you access to an entire month's worth of content on Patreon, including the full unblurred VODs from Twitch, all unblurred reactions and full audio reactions across the entire channel, both channels. You get all of that on Patreon for just $1 a month. So if you want to see the unblurred reaction to me, link to Patreon's in the description. Go and sign up. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, well, let's jump into the most questionable reaction I have ever recorded on YouTube. My first time ever watching me. So for clarification, I've never watched this. The only reason I know it's sus is because every single person in my comment section who recommended it said, this is sus. You are not going to be able to react to this on YouTube. You're going to need to blur it. So, I'm got to be extra vigilant. Alright, well, the physics are going crazy here. I'm gonna close the curtain. I'm gonna close. As you're walking down my street from a certain angle, you can actually see my screen. I'm gonna close the curtain. Alright. This is very, it's very sus. But it also feels weirdly dark, and I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna have to blur so much, man. I don't even know if any of this is gonna be on YouTube. Alright, this whole reaction, I think, is gonna have to be blurred. Yeah, this is gonna yeah, man. I don't know what to say. This is I don't know why you wanted me to react to this. The song is kind of cool. Is that person butt naked? Yep. Is bro having the best fever dream of all time? Does he have a gun at his desk? Is that real? Was bro just like killed in his dream by boobs? Guys, what the fuck am I watching? I'm gonna be honest, what the fuck am I watching? It seems like a dude sleeping on a bed had a dream about being sucked into a world where there's a girl who slowly strips down naked, dances, attaches stuff to herself, and then suffocates him to death with her boobs. There's a weird darkness around this. The song is actually pretty good. I like the dance aspect, but the video itself is is borderline P word. I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually understand why I'm reacting to this right now. Yeah, those are literally boobs. What is this about? What the fuck am I watching? What the fuck am I watching? What the fuck is this? I don't know if I'm publishing this reaction. Oh my god. Alright, so the story I was going to tell at the end, I'm going to tell it now. A while ago, there was a mod in my community who, if you're watching this, you know who you are, who sent me this video literally a week after it's saying hello to me. And I literally was like, what's this random video someone's sending to me? And another person said, oh, if he sends you that video, I'm telling you right now, it's very questionable. And I was like, okay. So I literally clicked on the video. Whenever someone sends me a video I don't know, I always skip through, like, bits. I'm always like, right, is this safe? And I skip through little bits. So I click, like, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, and I skip through. And I did that with this. And I just saw, like, boobs, vagina, and everything. And I was like, okay, this guy should not be sending me this sort of stuff. I don't know him this well. And I just didn't watch it. And that's my... and I was like, you shouldn't really send me things like this. And there you go. So there's my little story behind everything I know about this. But I'm telling you right now, this is way more messed up than I thought it was going to be. What is this about? This isn't as simple as it seems. It honestly, on its surface, just seems like straight up P word. Straight up popcorn, you know? But I actually, the more I'm watching this, the more I'm realizing it isn't. There's something deeper going on here. It almost feels like he had like a girlfriend and he's just like missing his girlfriend or something like that. You see pictures of him with this girl and he's like reminiscing about her. Maybe, or like an addiction to something. This feels way heavier. Is that his girlfriend? He's like walking away from her. And it's called Me. This is weirdly brilliant, I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't think I'd say that. This is... The song reminds me of something from like Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I can't believe I'm saying that. Do I sound really sus saying this? This is not what I expected. I literally feel like I'm about to cry. This is so... I've never reacted to anything like this. Ever. I've never pressed play on a video that literally looked like popcorn, and I was just confused and thought people were tricking me into literally reacting to something this sus on YouTube, right? Never in my life. But now I'm watching this, I'm realizing there is a much deeper message going on here that I don't really understand about. Honestly, what it seems like is he was in this relationship with this girl, he's being lost to some kind of addiction or something, and she's really trying to pull him back, but the addiction keeps taking hold of him. is this him fighting the addiction? He's been attacked by a bunch, or is it? Am I looking too much into this? I might be looking too much into this. This might literally just be the most trippy, crazy video I've ever seen in my life that has no deeper meaning, and it's just about a guy and naked women. And now he's fighting like the naked women, and it's just turned into Doom or something like that. And do you know what I love? It's like 3 songs in one as well. The entire soundtrack and everything is just shifted for a third time now, and I actually really love the vocalist too. It kind of reminds me of like a if Hasune Miku was like a real person. That's what it kind of feels like. That sort of sound and style. You know, it could be like a Vocaloid, but it sounds very realistic. The video is incredible. It actually is. Cut out the first like 2 minutes, and it's actually weirdly brilliant. It will be pretty much all blurred on YouTube, by the way. It's very cyberpunk Edge Runners, isn't it? Fight, bro! Fight the boobs. Is that a tongue? Kind of reminds me of the ending of Darkness 2. If you know, you know. The video game. Is that a tongue? It looked like taste buds on the sort of floor there. I'm going to be honest right now. This is one of the most interesting things I've ever reacted to. And I feel really weird saying that. I'm going to go into everything at the end of this video, because part of me is wondering if I'm just a massive pervert at this point, or like I have no idea if this video is even going to be. I'm going to have to blur it like crazy. There's so much of this video is going to be censored, by the way. They're Austin Powers. They're the Austin Powers in him. Did he lose? Is he losing? Did he lose? And he's back. And he's back in his bedroom. It's trying to play something else now. Alright, let's open that now. I can open that. Alright. Alright. We gotta talk. We gotta talk here. Okay, people? I still can't believe what I just watched. You know what's crazy? When I first started watching this, I literally assumed it was going to be some sort of incredibly sus, bizarre thing. You know, like I said, like people were just getting me to react to a music video that was popcorn. That's what I thought. That's the truth. I was literally watching it and I was like, okay, there's just anime boobs everywhere. I might as well be watching something in the beginning with H. You know, at this point, like, what's going on here? Why do people want me to react to this? This is not what I should be reacting to. This is weird. And I was like, man, YouTube are gonna love me for this. This video is gonna take so long to edit now. It's a fucking nightmare. Honestly, I feel like the best way for me to edit this video is gonna be to censor the entire video and then go through and uncensor parts. I think that's actually the best way to do it. And I'm not even joking. I'm gonna put like a big old censor bar over it. And then I'll just like censor the whole damn video. And then I'll go through and uncensor parts that can be on YouTube. like I said, the full unblurred reaction will be on Patreon. If you haven't seen this, I really recommend it. And that sounds insane, but I am being serious. That might be one of the most interesting, bizarre reactions I have ever recorded in my entire YouTube journey. At first, I thought, you know, I'm not going to be able to stand up after watching this. But it's literally not like that at all. There's no part of me that was watching this going especially after the first 2 minutes, that was watching this going, ooh, none. I was watching this with complete intrigue, which is why I'm kind of thinking my reaction is going to be kind of boring, you know? I'm not there like losing my mind, screaming, flipping my chair. I was literally watching because it felt deep. It felt really deep, really dark, really deep, and not at all like cheeky, you know? I think that's the wrong word. But it didn't feel like it was like this sexualized thing I was watching. It felt like this dark story about addiction that had been portrayed that way. If I didn't know better, my first guess watching this would literally be a man who is... The thing is, it feels like a man who's addicted to popcorn, but honestly, it could be a man who is addicted to any kind of thing that a person would be addicted to. Just to any kind of addiction. And it is the story of someone who was in a relationship, who lost that relationship, addiction took them, and they had no longer an interest for that relationship, and the person they were with keeps trying to pull them back. But the addiction, this like final boss, keeps taking them away from this relationship. And they really want to go back to the relationship, to being in it, and then they do everything they can to fight it. Everything. And then in the end, they just can't anymore. And they give up, and they're just lost in the addiction. And I find myself just feeling weirdly heartbroken watching this. And I don't know if I sound crazy. I don't know if people are watching this going, Luke's looked way too much into this. It's not that deep. And if I do, then maybe I am just completely insane. But that's honestly how I'm feeling now. There's no part of me right now that is like, damn, man, I'm gonna watch this again in my own time. None. It's just not what I thought it was going to be at all. This feels so deep. I'm shocked. Don't get me wrong, it's incredibly sus. There's it's the most sus thing I've ever watched, ever. Nothing comes close. Obviously, you know what I mean. But yeah, it is. But it also feels like way more. It feels weirdly brilliant. This is completely thrown me off. I would love to know, is there like a storyline here that I have completely missed? Is there like a deep story to this? I feel like my reaction is going to be awful to this. I feel like I just sat there with my mouth open most of the time. But honestly, I was really just like lost in this. I want to know what it's about. The song itself is brilliant, by the way. It felt like more like a video game or boss music soundtrack. It had 4 different songs in one song. And it was actually great. Like, unironically, I would listen to this without the video. This was absolutely insane, but in the best way. I'm terrified about even putting this reaction out there because I don't know if I've completely missed something. I'm gonna look like a complete weirdo. I don't know. But I have to say, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. I honestly thought this was gonna be some cheeky sus stuff, and I would be like, I'm gonna need 5 minutes before I can stand up. But instead, I kind of feel like weirdly heartbroken. Like there was a point where I honestly felt like I could cry. And I know that sounds insane. I need to know what this is about. I was so wrong about this. This is the weirdest reaction I've ever recorded, by the way. On both my channels. This is the weirdest one. I've never felt like this before. I feel very conflicted here. What an insane video. Well, I'm in my reaction there. I don't know what more to say. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this reaction. I'm honestly just shocked. I think that is the best word. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. Like I said, Unblurred Reaction is on Patreon for just $1, and that doesn't give you access to just this reaction. It gives you access to everything on Patreon for a whole month. Patreon is $1 a month. That's it. A link to it is in the description. I definitely recommend watching it. If you don't have the dollar, then just go watch it somewhere else. If you want to see my reaction to the Unblurred, then you can watch it there. But yeah, that's I definitely recommend watching it. Click the link to Patreon in the description. Go watch it. And that's about it from me, my friends. Am I insane, or is this deeper than I thought? No pun intended on that. Like and subscribe. Let's get this channel to 50,000 subscribers. And as always, my friends, you will see me hopefully a lot less confused and shell-shocked in the next video.